Hey everybody, welcome back to Mr. A's Geometry course. Today we're going to go over a little introduction for trigonometry, which is covered in sections 9.4 and 9.5. Let's get into it. A foundational piece to trigonometry is understanding similar right triangles. We're specifically going to be looking at right triangles that are similar by the angle-angle theorem. Just as a quick example of that, we have two right triangles here. We have angle C congruent to angle F. And then we have this little symbol here that means theta in the bottom left corner of each. So angle B is congruent to angle E. That makes these triangles similar by the angle-angle theorem. Okay, and with similar right triangles, we're going to have a bunch of ratios of corresponding pieces. And those ratios are really what trigonometry all boils down to. So we're going to be learning today how to master writing these trigonometry ratios. In order to do this, we're going to be using two sides of a right triangle. So again, we're dealing right triangles only that are similar by the angle-angle theorem, and we're going to be writing ratios by using side measurements that exist on those right triangles. For example, right, if triangle ABC here is similar to triangle DEF, then we would know that there's certain ratios here that are proportional between the two if they're similar by angle-angle. For example, the side across from the theta here, side AC, would correspond to this side across from the theta on this triangle, side DF. And this side right here, AB, the hypotenuse of this triangle, would correspond to this side, the hypotenuse of the similar triangle. And we can put these into ratios. For example, this short leg over this hypotenuse, that ratio of AC to AB would have to be equal to the corresponding sides on the similar triangle. So that would be equal to DF and ED. And again, this idea of having these proportional pieces on similar triangles unlocks all the trigonometry ratios that we're going to be writing. Trigonometry ratios like that, AC over AB, and that DF over ED. Let's explore a little bit more. It's going to be very important for us to use the right language here when we're referring to these sides that we're going to be putting into these trig ratios, right? We know that all right triangles have a hypotenuse and two legs, but we're going to be a little bit more specific in what we name those legs now. The hypotenuse, we're still going to say the hypotenuse. That is always the side that is opposite of the right angle. It's across the triangle from the right angle, doesn't touch the right angle, right? As this triangle, we can see the hypotenuse is clearly labeled across from angle B here, okay? The opposite side now and the adjacent side are what we're going to call the legs of our right triangle. And what determines what's opposite or adjacent is the placement of this acute angle that we had in our triangle. If you remember back here, we had these thetas. And look in this first example, we have a theta down here at angle A. Well, the opposite side would be the side that doesn't touch that theta. Just like the hypotenuse is opposite of the right angle, this side is opposite of our theta. So the opposite side would be the angle across from, the side across from that theta angle, right? Or the given angle in your problem. And all trig problems we're going to have here in geometry, you'll understand that there is going to be a given angle in that problem. Therefore, the adjacent leg will be the side that is next to your theta, right? That's going to be the side that's right next to that given angle of theta. Again, if we look at this first example, we see all the descriptions. Hypotenuse across from the right angle, the opposite is across from the given angle where my theta is, and then the adjacent side is right next to the theta. It's touching that theta in the triangle. Notice how this triangle also matches that. With theta given in this corner, the hypotenuse is opposite of the right angle, the opposite side is opposite of the theta, our adjacent side is next to or touching the theta. What's really important here is notice the abbreviations of the H, O, and A, how the three sides here have been labeled. We are going to practice this in all of our examples, labeling the hypotenuse with an H, the side opposite of our theta or given angle with an O, and the adjacent side with an A. Notice what's being asked here. Which leg is opposite of the red dot? Well, we know the hypotenuse is across from the right angle. We have our two legs here. The opposite side will be the side that doesn't touch this corner, which would be this side down here. So if we're labeling this completely, that's my H, my hypotenuse. This leg would be my O down here, my opposite side. This leg would be my adjacent side. And we're going to see here in a moment why labeling this is going to be very important. Got to get this down. We are going to be learning and mastering today how to write the 3 trigonometry ratios for right triangles. So there's only 3 of them. Let me remind you, a ratio is just a comparison of 2 values. And these 3 ratios we're learning are just the names of the ratios that use specific sides of the hypotenuse, the opposite, and adjacent sides of a right triangle. Depending on which side we use and which one we put on top of our ratio, we have a different name for those ratios. The first one we need to know is called the sine ratio, which can be abbreviated SIN while we're writing. When we speak, though, we say sine. And that is found by taking the opposite leg and putting it in ratio with the hypotenuse, with the opposite leg on top. Here's a little abbreviation that is common that you will often see. The sine of any given angle, theta, is equal to the opposite over the hypotenuse. The sine ratio is the opposite leg of an angle over the hypotenuse. So again, the key here, O over H, we call that sine. That's the name of that ratio. The cosine ratio, which can be abbreviated COS, uses the adjacent leg in ratio to the hypotenuse. So cosine is just a name for the ratio. Just like my name is Mr. A, this is a name of a specific ratio, a fraction that uses the adjacent leg over the hypotenuse. So adjacent on top over hypotenuse on bottom. And lastly, we have the tangent ratio, which can be abbreviated TAN. And again, tangent is just a name, and the tangent of any given angle is just the ratio of the opposite leg over the adjacent leg. Now, you may think this is some weird new terms that we're learning here, but this is important. We need to memorize them. We need to memorize which ratio goes with which name. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse, cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, tangent is opposite over adjacent. There's this acronym that is commonly used in geometry that can help you. We would pronounce this SOHCAHTOA, SOHCAHTOA, SOHCAHTOA. We look at this 3 letters at a time. Those first 3 letters tell you the sine of an angle equals opposite over hypotenuse, SOH, SOHCAHTOA. The next 3 letters tell you the cosine of any angle, the cosine ratio of an angle equals the adjacent leg of that angle over the hypotenuse of the triangle, let's say. The tangent ratio, again, the CAH for cosine. The tangent ratio, TOA. Tangent ratio equals the opposite leg of a given angle over the adjacent leg of the given angle. Gotta memorize SOHCAHTOA. This will help you out so much in our future trigonometry problems. Memorize this acronym. Here we have a right triangle with a theta placed in the corner. We have the lengths of all 3 sides, and we're being told here to to label all 3 sides of this triangle, and then to write the sine ratio, cosine ratio, and tangent ratio of this given angle. Let's start with the labeling, very important. Remember, your hypotenuse is the longest side, the side that doesn't touch the right angle, that's my 13. Remember, the opposite leg is the side that doesn't touch your theta, your given angle, down here in the bottom left corner. That would be 5. That side is opposite of this corner. And that makes the 12 the adjacent side. That's the side next to it's touching the theta. And having these sides labeled, I can now write my ratios as long as I've memorized my acronym of SOHCAHTOA. Also, just for clarity here, these should all say sine of theta, because it's the ratio for this angle. The sine of theta is just the name of the ratio where we take the side that's opposite of this angle and put it over the hypotenuse of the triangle. Remember, SOHCAHTOA, S-O-H. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Well, the opposite is 5. The hypotenuse is 13. So the sine ratio of theta is 5 over 13. Okay, it's this simple here at beginning stages. We just need to master being able to write these ratios. So now we have the cosine of theta. Well, again, SOHCAHTOA, C-A-H. Cosine is the name of the ratio when we do the adjacent leg over the hypotenuse. 12 is the adjacent, 13 is the hypotenuse. So the cosine of theta is equal to 12 over 13. And lastly, we have our tangent ratio. Again, SOHCAHTOA tells us how to write these ratios. At the end there, we have TOA. The tangent ratio of an angle is equal to the opposite leg of that angle over the adjacent leg. T, tangent, is opposite over adjacent, 5/12. These are my three ratios for theta in this right triangle. We're going to apply that same process of labeling our sides before we write ratios in examples like this, where we're asked to write the tangent ratio of theta. First thing you may notice here though, that we had a little issue. This is not a right triangle, right? So that's just the error in the diagram. Let's put a right angle right there. Okay, there is a way, by the way, to figure out this is a right triangle with Pythagorean theorem, would prove it with our right angle being here. And then we're gonna label our sides. Right, so 17 is our hypotenuse. That's opposite of the right angle. 8 would have to be our opposite side because it's opposite of our given angle, or theta, so that's our opposite side. 15 is our adjacent leg because that side touches theta, it's right next to it. From here, it's all in our acronym. SOHCAHTOA tells us how to write ratios. The tangent ratio, we would write like this. The tangent of our given angle is found by taking the opposite leg and putting it in ratio with the adjacent leg. And again, SOHCAHTOA tells you how. At the end there is TOA. Tangent is opposite over adjacent. Opposite 8 over adjacent 15, 8/15. That is my tangent ratio for theta here in this example. Let's do this again. Here we have a right triangle. We're asked to find the cosine ratio of angle R. Again, this starts with labeling. What's the hypotenuse? That's the longest side, the side that doesn't touch the right angle, that's the 5. What's the opposite side? Well, that's the side across from, we typically think of theta. In this case, we're told of angle R. If we want to, we can just put a theta in the corner where angle R is. All right, and our opposite side will be the leg here that doesn't touch that corner, which would be our 3 down here. So 3 is our opposite side, 4 is our adjacent leg that is right next to our theta. Again, SOHCAHTOA from here tells you how to write the ratio. The cosine of any angle is SOHCAHTOA, CAH. The cosine ratio uses the adjacent leg and the hypotenuse. Adjacent over hypotenuse. Cosine of theta is 4/5. Okay, and again, let's write now in this example the sine of angle P. Again, we start by labeling our sides, hypotenuse. Now our theta is down here in this corner where angle P is. Remember, our labeling is all a matter of perspective of our given acute angle here. The opposite side of P would be 4, the adjacent side would be 3. Again, SOHCAHTOA from here tells us the sine ratio, SOHCAHTOA, SOH, sine equals opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite of 4 over hypotenuse of 5. Sine of theta there, 4/5. By the way, there's a little Easter egg there. Look, the cosine of theta is 4/5 in this example. This is the same triangle. The sine of the other angle is also 4/5. That'll come up later in our unit. All right, this example now, I want you to see if you can figure out on your own. Instead of theta, we have a b here. It's the same idea. This is where our theta is. I'd like for you guys to pause the video, see if you can write the tangent ratio for b. Give it a shot. All right, let's see how you did. Hopefully you started with labeling. Our right angle's here, that makes 13 our hypotenuse, opposite of the right angle. Our 12 would be our opposite side here, because that is across the triangle from our given angle where our b is. And then that 5 would be our adjacent leg. And then we can write our ratio from there. Tangent of b equals, again, SOHCAHTOA, TOA. Tangent is opposite over adjacent, 12/5. It's our tangent ratio for b. Guys, this wraps up our lesson for writing trig ratios. In our next lesson, we're gonna do even more with these ratios. We're gonna start solving for stuff, which becomes very interesting and very new. All right, we'll see you when that video comes, guys.